is a perilous place for a solitary mage. Sister.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best hidden details, Easter eggs, and callbacks in the second season of Arcane, the hit series based on Riot Games' League of Legends. This is your spoiler alert.
That which inspires us to our greatest good is also the cause of our greatest evil.
Number 15, Heimerdinger's Turret. For the uninitiated, Yordle scientist Professor Cecil B. Heimerdinger, also known as the Revered Inventor, is a playable character in League of Legends. And among the champion's niftiest inventions are his turrets. We glimpse one of these at work in episode 2.
Now what's this?
But instead of firing deadly projectiles, this one is blowing bubbles. Nonetheless, the basic design recalls Heimerdinger's H28G evolution turret. Number 14, Like Mother, Like Daughter. Voice actor Jinx Tirado did a fantastic job as Felicia, sounding like a mix of the character's daughters Violet and Powder. The apple didn't fall far from the tree in other ways too. Felicia and Powder share the same dance moves, even worlds apart. Another subtle callback is the orange juice Vander pours for Felicia, the same as he would later do for Powder. By the way, Jinx Tirado also voices League champion Vex. Number 13, Esports logos. The level of detail in Arcane is mind-blowing. The passion and dedication of Fortiche Studio shows in every frame. And that goes beyond the animation and narrative to numerous little nods for League players. As Ekko wanders across the Bridge of Progress between Zaun and Piltover in a parallel world, we see a wheel marked with mysterious symbols. These are the logos of League of Legends esports teams, specifically some of the top worlds teams.
Go spin the wheel and see where it lands.
Number 12, Caitlin's 90 caliber net.
Hope I was worth your time.
When Caitlyn hands Vi over to Ambessa, it turns out to be a clever ruse. Beforehand, Caitlyn has handed Vi a device to use on the Matriarch of War, her 90 caliber net from League. Once freed of her handcuffs, Vi punches the net into Ambessa. Arguably, we also see Caitlyn's Ace in the Hole ability, which can be intercepted by other champions, as Vi does in a way to prevent Isha from becoming an accidental kill. Number 11, Janna. Most of Arcane's protagonists are also League champions, but that still means that only about a dozen of the game's 169 playable characters appear on screen, at least in the flesh. However, there are plenty of references to others. When Jinx lures Vi and Caitlyn deep below Zaun, we see a depiction of the wind spirit Janna. Jinx even references Janna's elemental powers in the childhood story she mentions to Vi.
What is this place?
Don't you remember the old Janna bedtime stories Vander used to tell us? Miners trapped underground, air running thin, but then some wispy wind woman wafts to their rescue.
Number 10, the Machine Herald.
The final, glorious evolution.
League players know Viktor as the Machine Herald, so it was a treat when Jinx coined the alias in Act 2.
Do you think it could actually work?
Underground utopia run by a skinny tin Machine Herald. Maybe when Piltover slides into the sump.
Another neat nod came in episodes 6 and 8, when Viktor's references to Glorious Evolution recalled his signature phrase, "Join the Glorious Evolution," which he utters when players pick him in League.
We are one. This is the glorious evolution.
Number 9, Deceiver. Who's the mysterious sorceress representing the Black Rose? League players are pretty sure they know. In game lore, the matron of the Black Rose is the champion LeBlanc, whose distinctive eye makeup we seem to glimpse in Arcane's episode 5. The thorny chains the shadowy figure throws out resemble red versions of LeBlanc's ethereal chains. A further connection is LeBlanc's nickname, the Deceiver.
I see your face, Deceiver.
Sly girl.
Number 8, Bramble Back.
The
Bramble Back has left the jungle.
You do realize code phrases don't work when you make them up on the spot.
Here's another one for the gamers. When Heimerdinger is darting through the shafts beneath Jace's lab, he coins a code phrase that references League jungle monsters known to players thanks to the red Bramble Back on Summoner's Rift. Want more jungle monster references? Jinx and Isha's insects, Scuttlebutt and Stinkmaw, are tongue-in-cheek references to League's Scuttle Crabs and Vilemaw.
The devilish, the wretched, Stinkmaw! And in the other gray corner, the Challenger, a rising star with hideous mandibles and a face that would make a brood mother squirm. The creepy, the dastardly, Scuttlebutt!
Number 7. Jinx's Ride. In the climactic series finale, Jinx makes an 11th hour return that had us grinning from ear to ear. Her ramshackle hot air balloon is actually made from her hideout, a giant fan system. A few other details, such as the triangular pattern on Jinx's hood and the yellow swirl and X on the vehicle, seem to commemorate Isha. You might also notice changes to Ekko's outfit in this scene. His scarf now matches the color of alternate Powder's collar, and both he and Jinx have bright pink X's across their chests. Number 6. Hints of Teemo. We saw Teemo's furry face in Season 1, as Silco's henchmen browsed through a book, and Season 2 gave us a few more Easter eggs. The Yordle Scout is depicted on the wall of the arcade where Vander's fosterlings used to hang out. Isha's hat also closely resembles Teemo's, complete with goggles. And Savika's slot machine arm features mushrooms that recall Teemo's exploding puff caps. Number 5. Get Jinxed. Speaking of Savika's arm, that song it plays, the one that Jinx grooves to? It's a quick snippet of the song Get Jinxed by Agneta Schilsrud from the band Jerv. It was released back in 2013 to celebrate Jinx's introduction into League. The awesome animation for the music video was done by Fortiche, the same studio that produced Arcane. Number 4. Singed's Backstory.
We have our answer now, don't we? Dr. Revik.
Arcane did an incredible job of humanizing its characters, including the villains. In original League lore, Singed and Orianna were unrelated characters. Orianna has a tragic backstory. After she fell ill, her father, an artificer named Colin Revik, replaced her body parts with clockwork to keep her alive. Eventually, Orianna abandoned her father, leaving him with a golden dancer that needs no key. Arcane retcons this so that Singed is Colin Revik, Orianna's father, rounding out his character. Number 3. Isha's Fate. This moment devastated us all. Isha's fate is foreshadowed in several ways, however. The opening sequence for Episode 4 features Isha with lines radiating out from her like a blue explosion. In the same episode, the reflection of Jinx and Isha has a crack over Jinx's heart, and a blue paint near Isha's head. Lastly, the intro for Episode 6 includes a flash of Isha doing her finger gun salute. It's so fast you have to pause to see it. The writing was already on the wall from early on. Number 2. Warwick's Blood Hunt. Many fans predicted that Vander would return as League character Warwick. Season 2 proved them right. The connection between Vander and Warwick makes sense of Warwick's in-game dialogue lines to Jinx. Quote, "You were there," and quote, "Let me forget." In Arcane's version of Warwick, Singed seems to have merged Vander with a two-headed merkwolf. The show dramatizes some of Warwick's in-game abilities. The shots from Warwick's point of view show his blood hunt ability, which allows him to sense enemies. We arguably also see infinite duress when he tears into Rictus. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The intro sequences.
I wake up to the sounds of the the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned.
Earlier, we mentioned the intro shot of Isha doing finger guns. In fact, all of the intros feature frames that foreshadow moments in their episodes. For example, the intro for episode 3 includes shots of Vi and Jinx fighting, the Wild Rune, and Caitlyn wearing her new commander cloak. The way that each character is portrayed also suggests their arc across the series, with Ekko's shadows resembling clock hands, Ambessa holding a black rose, and Vi and Caitlyn being dragged away from one another. Some fans also see theatrical references to Macbeth, The Phantom of the Opera, Les Miserables, and Julius Caesar. Honestly, these intros alone need a whole other list.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
What was your favorite Easter egg? What did we miss? Tell us in the comments.
I promise I wouldn't have missed it.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.